Hey gang, it's Bryan from FXBilliards. Today I'm going to talk to you about 5 shots that you probably don't practice enough, and I'm also going to give you some tips on how to make those 5 shots. So let's get started. First on our list, cue ball is on the rail. What are you going to do? You're going to get down on the shot. You're going to choke up on your cue. Get your bridge hand back as far as you can and still make the shot. Shoot the ball down table. Couple things you have to keep in mind. Number one, as I mentioned, I choke up on the cue. I usually hold it back here. For this shot, I hold it up here. I learned this about 15 years ago from Eva Mataya. You choke up on the cue, keep your cue level. While you're shooting the shot, if you're jacked up, I know you want to jack up because you can't hit very much of this ball, so you're trying to hit as much of it as you can. That is going to cause you to shoot a masse shot. You are going to send your cue ball curving down table. Keep your cue level. You're still going to have a lot of cue ball that you can hit. Get a bridge that is comfortable for you. Do not let someone tell you, you've got to have an open bridge and get your hand as far away from the table. You do not need to be their clone. If it's comfortable for you to have a closed bridge and you can get your hand down far enough on the table that you're hitting enough of this ball, that's what you want to do. But make sure you're practicing this shot. How many times you walk into the pool hall and you see somebody practicing this shot? The cue ball is so close to another ball that you have to jack up over that ball. I can tell you, 0. You've probably never seen it. But this is a shot that you have got to practice. You have to step up on this shot. Get your bridge hand as close to the ball as you can where you still have full use of your practice strokes. Get down on the shot. I have the benefit of having longer fingers, so I can get a little bit higher on this ball. But there's certain problems with this shot. Number one, we don't like to jack up. Remember, we have to jack up for this shot because we have to get over this other object ball, so we don't have any choice about it. Number two, if you put any unwanted English on the shot, you are not going to put that ball in the pocket. Number three, don't hit it hard. Okay, everything you do wrong is going to be exaggerated if you hit the ball too hard. Just get it in the pocket. Your position play has already been compromised to some extent. Don't overdo it trying to get right on a ball that you're not going to be able to control your cue ball anyway. Get the ball in the pocket. Many of you will need to practice the bridge itself. Get as many fingers. 4 fingers on the table is better than 3. If you got 2 on the table, you're probably missing the shot. You don't have enough stability, but try to spread your fingers out. Get good stability on the table so that you have a nice sturdy bridge. If you have smaller hands, you're going to have to jack up more. You're going to have to get closer to this cue ball, but you can still make the shot. Think of all the great players who are very short and do a great job on these 9-foot tables and these balls, and they have to crank their hands up to make a lot of these shots. I know each and every one of you can do it. People say, Bryan, can you show us how to do this or tell us about that? And I stay away from it because I'm not an expert in those areas. There's certain things I just don't talk about because I don't think I am good enough at them yet. Well, this is one of those subjects, the mechanical bridge. I'm going to give you some tips on this, but what I can tell you is you need to practice this thing. Because where I have a shot here that I can reach and make this long-ass bridge and put that in the pocket, this is not the ideal situation. You need to use this thing, leverage it for reasons I'm going to talk about in a second. But how do you use it? First off, if you practice 10 shots a day with this, you already got 70 shots per week, more than everybody else you know, except for any pros who are actually putting in their reps with the bridge. If you can put the bridge down on the table, get it down on the table. Get down to the shot, okay? Keep your bridge down with your off hand. Get down here, keep your elbow up so that you can follow through and make the shot. That's all it takes. You're going to make more shots and you're going to get better position. Here's the myopic thinking that a lot of people have. I can make that shot, Bryan. Yes, you can put it in the pocket, but we still have to get position. The position is the reason why I did not just slap on my extension, because I could have done that. My bridge hand would still be all the way out here. It's the reason why I didn't shoot it left-handed, because I have a left-handed game. I like to say my left hand is an APA 4, but I needed to do something special with that shot to make sure I got down table and got on this 8. So in that situation, I would pick up the bridge, put in some reps with this thing. Do you like to break? I like to break. I want to be the first and last to break. So what do you need to do? You either have to become the best in the world at coin flips, or you need to learn how to lag and win the lag. I'm going to give you some lag secrets that are going to help you win the lag more often. So what do we do here? First, if you notice, I've got my break cue in my hand, not my playing cue. I'm not going to tell you the reason why we're doing all of these things, because it's not a video about lagging, but I want you to know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Number one, I lag with my break cue. The hard tip actually gives you some benefit when it comes to you controlling the speed of this ball. Number two, I'm not trying to get as close as I can to this rail. I'm trying to bounce off of this rail. Number three, usually you don't have 3 cue balls on the table. You're going to be lagging with a regular ball. What I want you to do is place the ball down so that the stripe, you're going to use the stripe, is horizontal. Do not ask me why right now. This is not the time. The stripe is horizontal. When you get down on this shot, you are going to hit the very top of that stripe. That is your target. That is going to give you more control and better speed over your lag, okay? This is not a winning lag as far as I'm concerned. So that brings me to number 4. What are you going to do? Practice your lag. Practice it at home if you're playing on the same type of equipment. Practice it on the equipment that you're going to be playing on. And if you get your time in, especially on the equipment you're going to be playing on, you can shoot and have some really good lags, and you're more likely to break. Next tip, very important. Get on your strong side, okay? If you're left-handed, this is your strong side, the right-hand side. Why? Because you've got the whole center of the table to work with. I'm right-handed. I'm going to line up over here. I'm going to make my competition get over here. He's probably right-handed, and he's on the edge of the table. He's thinking about, oh, I don't want to hit this rail with my leg. That'll be embarrassing, right? I'm taking up space over here. Next thing, don't fall for the countdown. You guys have heard me say this before. What do you guys do at APA? You get down on it. Somebody says, 1, 2, 3, go. And then you both, like robots, shoot the ball at the same time. Number one, you do not have to shoot it on somebody else's count. If there's going to be counting going on, you want to be the one doing the count. Lag, surprisingly. What does that mean? What does it mean to surprise somebody with your lag? Okay? If we get down on it and you're going to start counting, if I lag before you do, what are you going to do? Chances are you're going to rush your lag. I'm going to drop my ball right here, and you're going to be like, 1, 2, 2, are we going on 2? Yes, exactly. You be the one that controls it. If you shoot early, I got this from one of my students. If you shoot early, they will rush to catch up with your lag. It happens every day. The next thing you're not practicing enough. Yes, it's your break. Okay? I have a ton of videos that show you how to improve your break. But are you practicing your break? I bet you're not. You may play 50 games of 8-ball and only break 20 times. That's not practicing your break. Practicing your break means you set up the balls, 8-ball, 9-ball, whatever it is. You break them. You look at the results and you make adjustments from there. What did I do? Made a ball on the break, kept the cue ball in the center of the table, got an even distribution, did not leave any clusters. Half the balls are at this end of the table. That's a successful break. That I will repeat. I'll put the ball in the same spot. I'll break from there the same way I did, with the same aim that I did, the same spot on the cue ball, because it was successful. When you practice your break, take notes. How did it go? Why didn't it go? Hit the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up, meaning you like the video. This is good for us so we know what kind of videos to make. All right, it's good for the algorithm. But more importantly, make sure you subscribe. Hit us in the comments. Let us know what you think. And if you're going to practice these things more often, this is Real World Pool. Hit the subscribe button and learn the game much quicker and better.